Welcome to the next video on condition reporting. In the previous videos, you learned how to set up and configure the software and request a condition report. Here, we will explain how to take a condition report request and proceed to the condition booth to complete the report. Stock arrives at the booth in one of two ways. Stock is already put away in the warehouse, so we need to retrieve it and bring it to the booth. Or stock has just arrived at the warehouse and we will take it to the booth for the condition report to be completed before putting it away. There is flex and paper method to do the condition report. Let's check if we have some pending requests in the outstanding tab. On the left side of the request entries, you can find the type of that request. If it's CR, it means Condition Report Pro. And if it's 3R, it means 3D Report Pro. Also, QR represents Quick Report. We can now begin with the Flex app. Flex is an Android application fully integrated into Vision Warehousing, designed to be used by warehouse staff to assist with various warehouse processes. First, login. The condition reporting options are all found in the stock condition menu. Click the View Request button. You will be directed to another screen where a list of condition report requests is visible with their rotation number and warehouse location where the stock is currently located. If you look carefully, you can see a toggle button switched to the Pro by default. This option separates the professional reports, Condition Report Pro and 3D Report Pro from Quick Report requests. The two professional report types are almost identical and follow the same process because they require dedicated hardware such as SLR cameras or cameras capable of 3D imaging, which are usually located in a dedicated area of the warehouse. We will refer to these dedicated areas as booths. The stock needs to be moved to the booth for the professional condition report types, whereas quick reports are typically performed using the device's inbuilt camera and do therefore not require the stock to be physically moved. Now, let's switch the toggle to quick and do the quick report first for the stock that's already put away in the warehouse. After that, we will explain how quick reports can also be used when we wish to take photos of stock arriving at the warehouse. Now that we are in the view request screen, press or scan the rotation number and then you will be immediately directed to the new report screen. Your rotation number, customer code, product description, date of request, and location of the item and the number of cases to be reported will be visible on the screen. A similar internal toggle button is available to choose whether the report should be hidden from customers or publicly available. The type is mentioned at the bottom. If everything is correct, press the Confirm and Take Photo button. In Flex, you will be directed to the Take Photos screen where you have the photo taking and uploading options. The status in warehousing is now updated to In Progress. Go back to the Take Photo screen in Flex and press the camera icon to use the device camera to take a picture at the stored location and then click Finish. The quick condition report is now completed. The item is now removed from the outstanding tab in warehousing. Now, here is how you can do a quick report if you wish to take photos of stock arriving at the warehouse. Click the Goods Inwards button in Flex. In the opened screen, click the Checking button. In the checking screen, a list of pre-advised bookings will be shown. Select your booking with a tap. A drop-down list will appear below. Tap and select your purchase order from it. Then a check button will appear. Please click it. It will take you to the pre-advised check summary screen. Select your product. You will be directed to the pre-advised check details screen with all the information about the item. Please find the camera icon below near the CR checkbox. Click the icon. It will take you to the new report screen, the same as we saw earlier in this video. From there, you can take your item's photo right away and complete the report. Now, let's learn to do professional reports. Go back to the view request screen. The toggle is usually by default switched to the Pro. Here, a list of condition report requests is visible with their rotation number and warehouse location where the stock is currently located. These are the same list of pending professional reports that you can see in the Outstanding tab of the condition reporting window in warehousing. Back to Flex. Select your requests from the list by ticking them and clicking the Take for CR button. Now, if you look in the warehousing condition reporting window Flex tab, the status of the item is updated to allocated, which means this item has been allocated to a Flex user who is about to collect the stock from the warehouse. This prevents other users from attempting to collect the same stock. Let's go back to Flex, where you can now find the items in the Collect Stock screen. The screen displays the selected rotations in order of their location in the warehouse. This allows users at the warehouse to start at the top of the list and work their way down, collecting the stock from the warehouse in an efficient order. The rotation number is displayed along with the case quantity to be taken for the report to be completed later. Once the user reaches the location and has found the rotation, they will click the CR Pick button. You will reach the CR Location Move screen. A reminder of the location is shown to the user. Verify the location you are picking from by scanning the location barcode or alternatively type it in. A reminder of the rotation being picked is shown below. Verify the rotation being picked by scanning the rotation label. Verify the correct quantity. This can be edited if necessary. Now click the Pick button. You will be redirected to the CR Collect screen, where you will notice the text has changed to CR Picked. This means you have taken the item from its storage location. If you go back to warehousing, you will see the status has changed to Moving to Booth. Back to Flex. Continue to pick the remaining entries on the screen. On the bottom right side, you can see a button that says Drop All. Click on it. You will reach the CR Location Move screen again. This time, you will be using the drop options to drop the stock in the booth. The All Rotation option will allow you to drop all stocks you have collected into the booth. This is the quickest option. Multi-rotation allows you to drop rotations in different booths if necessary. The part quantity option allows you even more control, for example, by dropping one case of a rotation in one booth and the other case in another. The screen defaults to the most typically used all rotation option. Scan or type in the booth location name. Note that the drop button informs the user how many records are being dropped. Click it to drop the item in the booth. Back in warehousing, the status will now transition to either pending rerotation or waiting in booth. Pending rerotation is used if the customer maintenance option CR Rerotate is enabled. This option allows us to separate the condition reported stock to its own rotation, keeping the report unique to the stock reported on, as explained in the previous video. Requests will only go to this status if there is a balance left on the rotation. Rerotation can be carried out through either Flex or in warehousing if entering the new report there. If you go back to the stock condition menu in Flex and click the Rerotate option, you will be taken to a screen where you can see all rotations waiting to be rerotated. Rotations can be filtered by the current booth that you are in by scanning the booth's location barcode or entering it manually. Here we are in photo booth 1. You will see the rotation numbers and a button on the right side to re-rotate. Click the re-rotate button and you will be directed to another screen where you need to click the re-rotate button again. and a new rotation number will be provided. The rotation number here for each item now changed to a re-rotation number. Use the print button to print a new rotation label showing the new rotation this should be applied to the stock. Back in warehousing, we can see that the status has transitioned to waiting in booth. This means the stock is ready to be condition reported. Now you can notice that the rotation number for the item is transitioned to the re-rotation number that you have seen in Flex. If Flex is not used by the warehouse, it can be bypassed and the paper method can be followed instead. This is the simplest of methods providing limited controls and traceability. You have learned how to request a condition report from the previous video. The same process is followed here. Thereafter, the Outstanding tab in the condition reporting window is used to email the photographer a list of all outstanding requests. Once received, they will know where to find the stocks in the warehouse, the rotation numbers, and what type of report is needed. The stocks are then moved to the booth location manually, but the current location of the warehouse is not automatically updated in warehousing as they would be when using Flex. There's therefore a risk of order peaks being generated for the stocks while they are out of the location having their condition report completed. This is not a risk when using Flex. The final stage of taking photographs and uploading to warehousing, along with completion and viewing the report, are described in the next video. Before we look at the process which takes place in the booth, let's learn the process that takes new stocks arriving directly to the booth location for the condition report to be completed before putting it away. They are guided to do this if the pre-advise CR checkbox is ticked for the item. The various ways of automating this are described in the previous video. During the goods arrival process in Flex, the items needing to be located in a booth are made clear and are shown with the text CR. This is also made clear on goods in paperwork generated by warehousing, such as the check sheet and put away note. Once goods are recorded in the booth location, the system can automatically create the condition report request. This will appear as status waiting in booth.